Masur. I'm the author of Runaway Dream, Born to Run, and Bruce Springsteen's American Vision. The book is a study of the making and meaning of this seminal album, and what a lot of people don't realize is when Springsteen went into the studio to do Born to Run, it was his third album, and it was all or nothing. The stakes were incredibly high for him. His first two albums had barely sold. They had gotten some great reviews, but reviews don't necessarily mean success as a popular artist. He was known as a fabulous live performer, and the challenge that he faced was how do you translate that ability to just rivet audiences, that hyperactivity that he was known for, into the studio. Recording processes at the time weren't what they are today, of course, and he had a real struggle in the studio. In fact, it took him over a year and a half to record Born to Run. It took him 6 months alone to record the title song. And Steve Van Zandt, his lead guitarist, said there's something wrong when it takes 6 months to record a song. A song should take 2 or 3 hours. He knew the stakes were high. The band members thought that if the third album, Born to Run, didn't succeed, he would be kicked off the label and that would be it. At the very end, Springsteen hated the album. He was too close to it. It meant too much to him. He had worked on it for so long that he said he couldn't even stand to listen to it. In fact, he didn't want to release it, which is really a strange thing now to think about in terms of Springsteen's career and his trajectory. John Landau stepped into the picture. He convinced Springsteen that it was okay, it was time to let go. And the rest, as they say, in many ways is history. It is the album that creates Springsteen as a phenomenon, as a megastar. He appears simultaneously on the covers of Time and Newsweek that fall. He becomes just this incredible figure who in some ways is seen as saving rock and roll. What's important about the album is not just its moment then in launching Springsteen's career, but Springsteen himself has said that the album is like his birthday song. It's his birthday album. He feels the work he did before that was good, but this is the album that established the themes and the motifs, both musically and lyrically, that he was going to continue to work on throughout his entire career. One of the things I try and do in the book is trace that out over the course of the 30 years since, how these themes, the dream of escape, the runaway dream of both trying to find oneself, to find love, and yet to establish a community. These are some of the central problems that Springsteen is working through, and these are classic American problems. Springsteen is not alone in addressing these questions. He's one of a long line of great writers and poets and photographers who've thought about this question, what does it mean to be an American? I said to myself, here's someone who is expressing musically and lyrically what I was feeling, that sense of being trapped, that sense of just needing to get away but not knowing where to go, that search for some kind of meaning, for some kind of love. That's a journey that I've been on, and Springsteen has been on, and his fans have been on with him for now more than 30 years. What's incredible to think about is that you didn't have to be 16 or 17 or 18 in 1975 to get it. In the same way that I got Elvis Presley, even though Presley recorded before I was born, what's incredible to watch is how new generations of fans are coming along and they are embracing Springsteen, they are embracing his music, they're embracing this message of liberation and of love.